Right, here we are again, still with the rear brake master cylinder saga. And I've just been thinking, which I do a lot, these videos are not just about me working on my bikes, it's just about my life in general really. And this master cylinder that I'm fitting, it says on the advert or whatever, universal 50mm space between the holes where the bolts that secure it on. Well, they might be 50mm apart, might be a universal space, but BMW seem to prefer 43mm apart rather than 50mm apart. So I only have one bolt holding the master cylinder onto the frame, which I've had to modify slightly by bending to improve the access to the bolt which secures the hose. Which it does now. And on the standard master cylinder, on top of the master cylinder, where the hose is connected, there is a pressure sensor which operates the back brake switch, and it's right in the way of the footrest mountings. I've taken the footrest off. It's going to go back here. On the standard fitting, the master cylinder is bolted to this side of the frame, making everything further out from the frame and wider. And as I say, with the pressure sensor bolt on the top, making it very hard to get at, to find access. So I had the bright idea that I would take the pressure sensor off this side, it doesn't have to be on the master cylinder, and put it on the other end of the hose. Which is here. Now can you see that now? Where's my hand? Here's my hand. Everything's upside down and back to front on this video. My video production techniques would be improved if I had a head cam. Right, anyway. That's not that bit. Right. Now, so instead of having the pressure sensor here fitted to where the hose clamps on top of the master cylinder, I've moved it here where it'll onto the actual caliper. I mean, it's still going to get exactly the same pressure that there is at the other end, so I'll still have a brake light switch. But now I've got the problem of getting the power that was occupying that was providing here. This is the wire that goes to the pressure sensor. So now I've got to find out where it goes and make it reach to the other side. So it's got quite a long route, so I'm going to have to take various bits of plastic off. So ideally I'd like to use this wire as it is. By that I mean without having to cut it and put a join in it. which I could do because I've got some wire, but I don't. Once again, there's a financial issue here. I don't have any money to buy 2 connector blocks, electrical connector blocks, and it would be a better job anyway if I could use the standard wires. So I'm trying to reroute these wires so that they come round the other side and down to along the swinging arm and onto the brake caliper itself, where that can provide the pressure to turn the brake switch on and off. I mean, I would like to use the standard pressure switch, but if all else fails, I could always use a mechanical brake light switch, which is just operated with a spring that pulls it every time you put the pedal down. It pulls it. But as I say, I'd like to use these wires. So my next instalment will be when I've undone all this plastic stuff off here, found where the wires go, and to check whether I've got any spare wires, spare length of wire that will be enough to go down to the other side of the swinging arm and directly to the brake master cylinder. So I don't know how that's going to take, but it's probably going to be a while. Don't hold your breath. So I'll come back. The next video will hopefully be me wrapping up, and I haven't bled the brakes yet, so I've still got to do that job again. And I have got some new brake fluid to do that with. I've drained the system out as it is now, and anyway, I'll turn this off now and I'll try and move that wire around the other side, and then the next installment will be showing the progress that I've made. Yeah. And I know it's going on a bit, but I've been out here all morning. It's a slow old job.